I got mine done a couple of years ago.
Got that taken care of.
It's good for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be pulling out the money and
There you go.
I know. Nobody wants to pay more.
We're used to that by now. Everything else seems to be more expensive.
Everything.
And temperatures going up as well.
everything's going up. Temperatures are in the 90s. It's July. We normally get 56 days of 90 or hotter here in Salt Lake City. So today is nothing unusual, although it will be we'll call it a tad cooler than yesterday.
Now, when you say 56 days, is that for Salt Lake or just statewide?
Salt Lake City at the airport.
Okay.
Okay. In St. George, it's different.
Right.
In Kanab, it's different. It's different in Vernal. Okay. I'm talking about Salt Lake City averages 56 days at the airport.
That seems like a lot.
It's a lot. And so when we were in June and everybody's saying, when's summer coming, and temperatures are in the, probably in the 60s and maybe low 70s, and they're complaining. Let me tell you something. You don't get away from a year of 90s in Salt Lake City, and we're there. Here's some thunderstorm activity. I thought I'd just, for fun, move in a little bit closer on this because Nashville is getting just plastered this morning. It's 74 degrees, but the humidity is about 98%. And this is a line of strong to severe thunderstorms that extends northward. Another little band of storms near Chicago and Gary, Indiana, South Bend getting really active across the east. Now, Denver is quiet this morning. Denver is actually, I think, if I remember right, a degree warmer than Salt Lake. I was right. 68 degrees in the capital city, 64 in Price, and 62 in usually cooler Rock Springs. How about the rest of the West? 50 in Great Falls, 93 in Phoenix, 62 in Los Angeles. There's that upwelling of the colder water along the Pacific. That water comes in, it upwells, it brings the colder water from underneath, from deep underneath the ocean, and usually you have a marine layer, and that's why it's typically cooler right along the coastline, and that's why so many millions of people love living in California, because frankly, it's cooler there during the summertime, San Francisco in particular. We have a little disturbance. It's hard to see right there. It'll pick up intensity. When the sun comes up, we'll see some flare-ups of thunderstorms across central and southern Utah. I would say best chance I-70 and US 50 southward. That's where the greatest chance for a few thunderstorms will be, so I put it on the map for you. We'll call it a little upper-level disturbance right there, and that's going to swing across mainly central and southern Utah. The northern tip may graze by Provo or even as far north as Park City, but Salt Lake City, we're really on the fringe of this thing. And then by tomorrow, most of the state is out of the threat for that chance for a thunderstorm. We are in a westerly flow, and tomorrow will be the coolest day of the next 7 days. So today, when we put the green on the map, 20 to 30% chance for a thunderstorm. Highs in the 90s and low 100s, although it'll be in the mid-low 100s, between 100 and 110 in St. George. And that's where it's going to be in the next 7 days, with the peak coming Friday at 110 degrees. There's that slight risk, Park City, Provo, and areas mainly south and east of Salt Lake City. Temperature in Salt Lake City will be 94 today. Next several days, 89 tomorrow. That's the nicest day of the week. And then for some reason, that ridge of high pressure builds in quickly. We are going to be 100 on Friday, 99 on Saturday, 98 on Sunday, and these days we are going to have a slight risk for an afternoon or evening thunderstorm. The typical summer variety of storms, the ones that hit the Tusher Mountains. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
About the Pavants.
And the Tushers.
And the Tushers.
We know you like to reference the Tusher Mountains all the time.
That's right.
Yes.
And the Abajos and the Henrys and the Boulder Mountains.
The list goes on. The possibilities are endless, Dan.
Wasatch Plateau.